Hello everybody, hi, welcome. So namaste. We're gonna go ahead and start on our blocks. So one block can be, actually we have 3 blocks, So you got 2 blocks that's in a V shape and one behind the head. You'll make sure the blocks goes inward towards the spine, in towards the spine, from the lower part of the block. And then you have resting the back of your head onto a 3rd block. And I like to cross my legs here in front of me and let the knees kind of roll forward, the thighs rolling forward and down. Letting the chest open up here across the shoulder blade area. Feel that widening and the chest widening. And you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Take your arms and stretch them back beside your ears. Maybe hold on to the elbows. Let yourself settle in as we kind of relaxing our body more and more as you exhale. The inhale expands the body and the exhale relaxes the body. A sense of slowing down from doing to being. To being here, to being more present, to being more in the moment. To gather yourself, to pull yourself together. You can always allow the arms to relax out. Soften the folding ribs. You can uncross the leg, cross the other leg in front. Allowing the upper back to widen, the chest to widen. To breathe in and to breathe out. You can release your legs forward. If you like, you can just plant your feet on the mat. And then we'll come off to one side, remove the blocks. But then lay down. And you do have 2 blocks, so you can either place 2 blocks, one on top of the other, to put underneath the pelvis, or just take 1 block underneath the pelvis in any height, the 1st, the 2nd, or the 3rd height, whichever you feel comfortable with. And you can also just lengthen your legs forward and down the mat. Let that expand and stretch. Stretching back, but also stretching forward at the same time. Letting the ribs relax in, the chest a bit relaxing there. And then you could take your right leg in and up to the ceiling. Stretch up, point flexing your right foot. Put your right leg down and lifting up the left. Extend, flux, and point your foot. Put it back down. You switch your legs again. Really feel like you're sitting on the block. Maybe take your right leg out to the right side. And back to center. And pull the knee to the chest. So much that the left leg is hovering. Or maybe you can straighten the right leg towards your chest. And stretch both of your legs. Really make sure you're on the blocks, right? So make sure you're supported by the block. As you might lift the left leg up to the ceiling. Out to the sides even. Taking back up to the sky. Take the hands around the shin. The right leg can hover. And pull that left leg in closer and closer. You might even straighten the left leg towards the back of the room, over the chest. Breathing there. The upper back and shoulders are heavy against the mat. So you're always looking to move the tailbone into the body while you're there. Now plant your feet on the mat. Remove the blocks. Instead, interlace your hands underneath your back in that bridge pose. Rolling your chest towards the mat. Taking the outer thighs and knees forward. Taking the chest back and down. Legs, thighs, knees forward. Now see if you can walk your feet over to the right side and sit outside the right arm. As you puff up the chest area. You're going to walk it over to the left side and sit outside the left arm. Come back to center again. You can come up on the tippy toes, lift the heels a little bit higher. And move the arms. Roll down each vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way down. Draw the knees in. You can circle your knees around. Draw the legs towards you. Rocking back and forth. Take a standing forward fold, Uttanasana. You can grab the elbows. You can also interlace your hands behind the back. You can move the chest down into the legs. Maybe you hold the back of your head, pull that chin in towards your throat, towards your chest. As you're breathing. Coming up halfway and then step it back to your high plank pose. Long body, right? Feel like kind of rocking a little back and forth here. Roll over to the right side, lifting up left arm. Side plank there, left arm can reach forward. Come around to plank and then on the left side, side plank, right arm up. And you're breathing in and out. Again, the right arm can extend forward, take the floating ribs in, side ribs in. Shift forward as you bend the elbows down towards the mat. Form plank on the elbows. And then you can set your knees down. Reach the arms in front of you. Slide them a little more in. Lift the chest up. You can even lift your legs up too. Knees, thighs, and even the hands, the arms can lift. So not only lengthen, but also lifting, right? Lengthening and lifting. Stretching up. Coming down, shake out the booty a bit. Roll the head around, that Sphinx pose. You can lift the elbows, come up a little higher like a seal position. And you can even walk the hands a bit more in. To move the frontal ribs and tummy up and in. And then we'll take the body a little to the left, bring the right arm out to the right. And roll over on your right hip. You can plant your left foot. You can also lift your left leg up to the ceiling. And roll around when you're done. Coming over to the other side, extending out with the left arm there. Laying back on your tummy. Find your way to cobra or up dog. Inhaling. Feel a nice cobra or an up dog version, and then coming all the way up and back into the down dog. We'll go ahead and come down to grab our 2 blocks. Put the elbows up on the blocks, please. Elbows wide. You can lift one elbow up, put it back down, lifting the other one, and alternating here, right elbow. Alternating here, left elbow. Alternating right elbow. Lifting right elbow. And lifting left elbow. You can just lengthen the arms forward a bit, elbows out to the sides. Stretching the heart down. Come up slowly. Remove the blocks, turn the hands around, get your hands a nice little stretch. Maybe you lift your palms up and your fingers stretching here. You can turn the palms up, top of the hand down. Coming up for down dog. Walk the feet to the hands, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. And exhale, wrap around to fold in. Root down, rise up. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And namaste. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead. And exhale, folding down. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. You can slowly jump or walk your feet back to lower down chaturanga. Inhale for upward dog or cobra. And exhale to down dog. Stretch your legs, stretch your arms, stretch your spine. As you're breathing mindfully here. The heels up and the knees, you can jump the feet to the hands, or you can walk them forward, coming up halfway, and then exhale, fold it in. And inhale to stand up, so you have arms to the sky. Namaste. Besides hips, inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, lengthen out, and to jump back or walk back to lower. Inhale for your upward dog or cobra, and exhale to down dog. Breathing there. Heels up, bend the knees, exhale, jump forward lightly or step it forward. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, up we go, stand up tall. Namaste besides the hips. Inhale, stretch your hands up and overhead. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. You can jump back or walk it back. Inhale for your back bend. And exhale to down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. You can circle the right leg around. Up and over. Knee to the right arm. Foot outside the right hand. You can sweep up the right arm. You can straighten the right knee. And bend the right leg. And straighten the right leg. And bend it again. Can you reach back, catch a hold of the left foot? Or, switching side. The left hand can grab the left foot. The right hand can stay on the thigh. And breathe. Switching the hips a bit backwards into half split as you lengthen your trunk out over the right thigh. You might be able to tuck your left toes and then sit back on your left heel. You might be able to lift the right leg up. Right foot, right ankle. If you sit back inside, and bring the left foot inside the inner right thigh like a Janusasana, and you can hands comes behind the head. You're lowering down, you're lifting back up. You exhale, lowering down, and inhale to lift up. You exhale to lower down. Inhale to come up. Take and twist the bind behind your back. You're turning to that right side. Looking forward over the left shoulder. To also take a nice twist to the left side. Not just your head and neck that's turning, but really the whole, from the sacrum up is turning. So we're going to plant your left hand behind you. And make sure you have your left knee below your left hip. Stretching your right arm overhead. Now, see if you can lift up that left knee, okay? The one that was bent. Lift the left knee up towards the inner right thigh. And then you can set your left knee down. Turn to face the front of the mat. You're going to bend the right knee, bend the right leg, and come a little bit out of it and bend back into it. Perhaps you can slide your right hand down besides the inner right foot or on a block as you're extending the left arm over the ear. Again, breathe in and out, and then coming up, inhale to lift up and over. And then exhale, bring the hands down to that right foot, frame the foot, step through your plank, chaturanga, your way into your up dog or cobra. And then exhaling up and back to down dog. We're going to lift up the left leg, excuse me, and circle the left leg a bit around. Move it a bit around that left leg. You can draw the right leg back too. Stepping the left foot up outside the left hand, sweep the left arm up and around. Left hand come down towards your left foot, left arm can reach back and forward. You may straighten that left knee. You can reach back, catch a hold of the right leg, the right foot with either hand. Turning your chest more and more forward as you're breathing. We'll straighten out the front left knee. Flex the foot up, lengthen your torso down over that left leg of yours. Gliding back to your right heel. See if you can lift up the left foot a couple times, the left leg a couple times. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. Eventually you're going to sit so the right foot comes alongside the inner left leg. Turn your chest towards the left leg, folding down and coming back up. Coming down over that left leg and up. Down over the left leg and up again. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Turning more and more over to the left side of the room, towards the back. Kind of, again, turning from the abdominals, the abdomen, the ribs, the organs are turning. And facing the right side, inhale to turn the opposite direction. Holding onto that right knee with the left hand, or the right outer thigh with the left hand as you're turning your organs, your ribs. You're turning around the spine. Setting the right palm behind, lifting the hips up, the left knee below. May be able to lift up the left knee alongside the inner right leg. Bring the right knee back down and bending into the left leg. Come a bit out of it, going back into it, out and in. And then you slide the left hand down alongside the inner leg and the right arm over the ear. The front ribs in, the side ribs in. Coming up slowly. And coming through your plank to chaturanga in an upward dog cobra. And exhale to down dog. Once you're going to lift up your right leg, stretch it up. And then bend into your left knee. And see if you can float up into like a one, like L-shaped handstand, I guess you call it L-shaped handstand. Right, you can try with the left leg too. Kicking up. L-shaped handstand. I guess you can, of course you can use the wall too, of course. You can use the wall for this. Just trying it a few times, yeah. Then you stretch the right leg back and up. And then you rotate the right side open. You can flip it all the way over onto the left side. Wild thing. Stretch your body down. Stretch, push to the right foot and the left. As you come around, three-legged dog, draw the leg in, step the right foot forward. Warrior 3. It's a long body, extending and lengthening. Take a big step back, putting your left elbow onto the right leg. And then take your left palm down, the right arm overhead. As you breathe in and out. From here, coming back up to high crescent, inhale. And step the left foot a bit in for your pyramid pose. Open up the arms. You can either do a reverse namaste behind the upper back, spine area, mid back, or you could do knuckles together. Make a fist, knuckles together. You can also do interlace your hands behind the back, or grab onto the opposite elbow. Maybe just fold down over the legs. As you, over the right leg, as you fold and breathe. Fold and breathe. Scooping up underneath the right ribs, the right abdominal area. Maybe the hands can walk a bit back and you can even lift up the left foot. Noticing I'm leaning back, not leaning forward when I did that. Now pivot over to the left side to your Skandasana. Bending into that, breathing in and out through your nose. You can place your left foot in front of you and then pull the right leg out to the right for Skandasana. Slide over on your left side, left leg, and then bring the left foot to meet the right. And again, bring the right foot outside the right hip. Lift the booty up, glide over to the left. And then from down, warrior two on the right leg. Turning the right hip, right arm up and over towards the upper back. Maybe the left hand can slide underneath the lower back to the interlace your fingers area, or grab the fingers, or put a strap between your hands. And find that half moon version with the hands clasped. You can also reach back with the left hand. Catch a hold of your left ankle, the right hand on your ankle, or onto the mat or block. Bending the knee, reverse the warrior. Long breath there, and then hands to the mat. Lifting the right leg up and back. You can float up into that handstand again, floating up into the handstand. Float back through your upward dog, cobra, and to down dog. And then the left leg goes up and back, bending the left knee and open up. You might even flip it over, land on the right side, wild thing, as you're breathing here. You roll around, lengthen through the left leg. Bring in, step the left foot through for warrior three. Root down into the left foot and extend the body long, the arms, the chest, the legs here. Lifting the right leg up and then slide it back into high crescent. Hands in namaste, twisting right elbow outside the left leg. Scoop the belly muscles in so there's a little more room for the rotation to occur as you set the right hand down, left arm up and over. Breathing mindfully down the body. Slow down here. Calm mind. Yes, calm mind. Breathe here. Stay with it. Now slowly inhale to rise up. Nice and easy. High crescent. And then step in for pyramid pose. Open up through the arms. Hands up behind you. Lift up out the chest. Roll the chest open. Taking the chest to face more the left leg as you fold it down. And towards the left shin as your nose may come to the left side of the shin. Scoop the tummy in, the frontal ribs in. Also lengthen your chest down the shin. Hands will come down towards the, walk the hands backwardly, right? Keeping the hips in that ankle as you're lifting the right foot if possible. Step it back, pivot down to the right foot, Skandasana, at the back of your mat. You could take in your hands in namaste or take a bind around the right leg. breathe it in and out. Coming up into warrior 2 with the left leg bending. Reverse the warrior and see if we can take that bind up behind the shoulder blades. Half moon. Lengthen, lengthen. Yes, breathing here. You might grab a hold of the right shin, ankle, or the foot. You should kick your shin up into the hand. Little by little, you make your way back through your warrior 2, transitioning slowly and mindfully. Now reverse the warrior. Articulating that and releasing the hands down onto the sticky mat for plank, or take it up into your down dog with the three-legged dog with the L-shaped handstand. If you want to jump up a few times to play with that, holding that position. Again, using the wall if you need the wall for support. Really engaging up through the arms and frontal ribs in and tummy, legs strong. And to down dog. Walking in the feet. Dolphin pose here as you breathe on the forearms. And so you can come down your knees and you grab your 2 blocks. Put the blocks in front of you so they're about shoulder width distance apart, as wide as the sticky mat. Bending into your knees a lot, like you're sitting your hips back. You can reposition the blocks anytime with your body. Try to sit back and try to shoot your feet through between your arms. Come into Navasana boat pose. Again, you can always walk your feet through if you can't just jump through, right? If it's difficult, then just walk through to sit down as you breathe. Maybe even hands behind the head. You should lift up legs and torso, legs and torso. Take a bit of a rest. You're going to grab a hold of your strap. You're going to make a loop in the strap. The loop's going to come behind your body and underneath your legs. So you're strapping yourself in, okay? You got the loop behind the shoulder blade area. If you don't have a strap, I guess you would do it without the strap, but if you have a strap, hopefully you have a strap, you can do this. I really tighten this strap. I tighten and tighten around my upper back and around my legs. Right below the shoulder blades, right below the armpit area, not the shoulder blade, the armpits is why you want to keep the loop around the armpits. Pull the legs in so tight as that you place your, you find that little Navasana. Trying to find the balance, but it's nice because that strap around you. And you put your hands down either side of you on the blocks, and you can try to lift the booty up and extend the legs and lift the booty up. Extend the legs. Lift the legs and lift the torso and lift the hips. Push the floor away, push the blocks away. You can also try to do it without the blocks. And there's different heights to the blocks, right? You can do higher heights on the blocks, lower height on the blocks too. Extend it out. Pull it up, pull it up. So you feel the ribs and the floating ribs moving into the body, compressing the floating ribs and the abdomen while you're doing that. compressing the abdomen and the floating ribs. Again, when you do it, think about compressing the floating ribs in and the abdomen up and in, and push the floor away, and really lift the booty up and round the spine a bit more. And you come down, take a rest. You can take that into Navasana boat pose as you're breathing. Lifting even maybe the hands a little higher, anyway, to find that balance. Really, we're trying to balance here. That's all we're doing. Getting out the strap, right? Move the strap out to the sides. And taking our 2 blocks now behind our body. On the first height, you can put your hands up there and lift the hips up. And there's your bridge pose. You can sit your hips down. And then instead put the blocks in front of you about hip-width distance apart, putting your feet up on the blocks. And come up into bridge. And you can interlace your hands perhaps underneath the back and ground into the upper arms and the lower arms. And take those outer thighs and knees forward. And slowly come down. You can release the hands to come down. So if you like a little more, place the hands beside your shoulders. Come up to full Urdhva Dhanurasana. Right, you can always walk the hands a little closer, further away. So as you feel the thighs and knees are coming forward, you want to feel a lift from the shoulder blades into your back. So you want to lift up from the back of the shoulder blades into the body. As you elongate down through your arms, slowly come down to rest. Breathe and recover. Then you can just remove the 2 blocks too and try to do it out the blocks. Again, lifting up from the back of the shoulder blades into the back body. As you roll the chest towards the ground, you roll the chest towards your hands in the sense, stretching your thighs and knees forward and come down to rest. Breathing mindfully here. Coming back up once again. And once you're down, we'll bring the right leg into the body. Hands around the shin bone. You can also straighten your leg up towards the ceiling over the chest area. Since you're drawing that right thigh down into the right hip. As you bend the knee, pull the leg down back onto the mat. Taking the left leg in and up over the chest. And breathe. Relax the lower right leg too. And again, bend the knee. Plant both feet and then find your way into happy baby. Grab a hold. Sole of feet. You might open up the legs. Scoon the hip a little to the right. Bring the knees on your left. Come back to center. Move the hips a bit to the left and drop knees on your right side. Open the left chest area. Roll the left ribs back. Breathing mindfully in and out. Come back to center again. We'll lay down for Shavasana. All the way down. Shoulder blades side under, buttocks side under. Let the feet roll out to the side. Let the palms face up. Allow the breath to slow down. Start to awaken the body. Awaken the fingers, the toes. You can plant your right foot and plant the left foot. As you take a moment to awaken, roll off to your one side. And then you can press yourself up to sitting, crossing the legs. Close the eyes. Taking it all in. Embrace it all. Lots of love. So thankful for you being here, supporting me. And have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And live your little yoga out there. Bye, everybody. Namaste.